Yo, what is up, man? Your boy Twisted Heat here, bringing you his first official Avengers game build. As y'all can see, it's that boy Thor, who I personally think is most likely the most overpowered Avenger we have right now. I had to put one out for this boy. I changed from Iron Man. I like Iron Man, but Thor is definitely way more aggressive than Iron Man. So this is just a quick clip before the build portion of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. It's not mandatory, but I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe to your boy. I will catch you later. And as you can see, prior it said the build is at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So you just want to jump straight into the build, jump straight into the build. I catch you guys in the build portion. Peace. What is going on, Twisted fam? We are now in the build portion of the Cryo-Shock Thor build, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed that first clip. We got another one after the build portion, but other than that, without further ado, let me introduce this build to y'all and let me show y'all how I built it up. Alright, so as y'all can see, for the first pieces, we have the lightweight pulse van braces sitting at 132 power. We are running 53 proficiency and 54 valor on here. Alright. Now the gear perks, we have lightweight pulse. The lightweight pulse gives you a 40.7% chance a lightweight combo finisher triggers a stun damage explosion, which means a lot of the time you're going to be adding extra damage to these enemies. Okay, a lot of the time you will be, which is absolutely a plus in my book. It gives you extra damage when you don't even, spec into the extra damage, which is great. All right, now we got the cryo accelerators on here, which is, in my mind, one of the biggest parts of this build, especially when you don't have your heroics up, because it applies so much cryo damage at once. It's insane. All right, the cryo accelerators is light signature attacks deal cryo damage, dispersing cryo particles on every impact. All right, every impact. Now the light signature attack for Thor, just in case you guys don't know, is when he twirls the hammer around back and forth and then he throws it around his body. Okay, that's the light signature attack. So pretty much all you have to do is throw one hit and then hold the next square, then he'll turn it, and then hold it again, and then he'll turn it, and then you hold it for the third time, and he'll throw his hammer around his head, hitting not so much of an AoE effect, but the enemies around him. Okay, Now, we also have the lightweight boon on here, which is a 4.5% increased critical hit chance for a light combo finisher. Who doesn't like extra critical hit chance? All right, always get some extra chance to land on bigger hits. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we go down here to the hammer. This hammer is really, like, name-wise, nothing special. It's called the Adapt Spark Grip. Woo. We're sitting at 140 power on here. We got Resolve on here for 51. We got Valor on here for 56. All right, now the gear perks on here will be Adapt Spark, a 8.7 chance pinning an enemy grants an heroic charge burst for all your heroics. Okay, now 8.7 is not a huge chance, especially when you don't pin enemies at a rapid rate. Okay, so you get a 8.7 chance out of one pin, but it can happen. It's small, but it can happen. Okay, so that adds an additional burst to all your heroics. Now we got the cryo casing, which is pinned enemies take cryo damage over time. So when you can pin an enemy on a wall, you can pin them on the ground, they're going to take cryo damage. They don't have to be seen and you know, to take the damage. Once they're pinned, they're taking the damage. So if you want to, you can leave one enemy down and go throw hands with another one. You know, it is what it is. You do what you do, but it's a guaranteed damage over time on a pinned enemy, hands down. The next one, we have the Mighty Impulse. All right, so we got a 14.5% chance increased stun damage from power attacks. Okay, so pretty much the power attacks, you hold the triangle, he throws the hammer down. Okay, anything that has lightning coming down behind it is considered a power attack. All right, so 14.5% chance of that. Like I said, it's not a huge number, but when you're in the middle of a fight, constantly moving, doing power attacks, you know, things of that nature, it tends to happen more times than not, and you don't even realize it because the number's so low, but it happens, trust me. Going down here to my chest plate, we got the Nimble Pulse chest plate sitting at 132 power. We have Might on here, which is at a 54. We have Valor, which is at a 52. We got the gear perks, Nimble Pulse, 41.9% chance perfect evading triggers a stun explosion. Okay, triggers a stun explosion. Now up here we have one for a stun explosion as well, right? 40%, 40.7. all right, so constantly hitting your enemies, comboing them with light combos, all right, gives you that 47% possibility, 40.7% possibility of a stun damage explosion, right? So you go down here, but if you perfect evade, you also get a 41.9% chance for a stun explosion. Okay, now with this build, look at my defense, it's 914. all right, this build is not huge on defense. All right, and I'll tell you why. There's no point for it to be huge on defense. I got just enough to survive. If I'm away from my group, I got just enough to survive. Okay, now with that being said, you're in and out, you're sticking and moving, butterfly, bumblebee. All right, that's exactly what you is. You butterfly and bumblebeeing it up. So you in and out, in and out. Perfect dodging and hitting combos is what this build is about outside of the heroics. That's why the melee is at 2,102 and the heroics is 7,039. Okay, because you stick it and moving. You have two good possibilities of applying extra damage from stun explosions right there. Okay, people. Now for the Vital Inspiration, which is the next gear perk, it's a 22% chance reviving a down teammate grants a burst of willpower. Okay, just in case you guys don't know what willpower is, for the people who are just getting the game or trying to look up, you know, builds prior to getting the game, so they know, you know, how to build or what they can expect in the game and things of that nature. Willpower is pretty much your life. Okay, it's pretty much your life force. All right. So when a team member goes down, most likely you'll be side by side with your team. You'll be fighting with your team simply because your defense. The defense is at 914, but you will be putting in that work. Okay. Now, if your teammate goes down, you can revive him. That gives you a 22.7% chance, if you're running low on health, to get extra health when you revive a down teammate. Okay, right then and there. Now, the Courageous Guard works awesome with this build for the simple fact of damage taken is reduced to 85.8 of normal when critically injured, below 25% of your willpower. Alright, now this reduces all your stuff, okay? This reduces the damage you take when you are below 25% willpower, which is awesome. At first, I read it and I was just like, wow, well, the damage taken is reduced to 85. And I was thinking that was just like, that's 85% damage that I'm not taking. But then I read it wrong and I looked at it. It's the damage taken is reduced to 85, which means you still get, you know, some reduction, but it's not 85%. It's more of like about 14.2 or something like that. 14.2, 13.2, something like that. My math is off right now, but I ain't here calculating. All right. But yeah, that's the chest plate right there. All right. So we're going to go down here to the Mighty Blessings belt, which is a legendary. As y'all can see, we said that 139 power. We have 40 might, 33 intensity, 44 valor on here. Your gear perks are Mighty Blessing. You get 10.5% increased critical hit chance for power attacks. Like I said, who doesn't love extra crit hit chance? I'd rather stack on crit hit chance than automatically go to crit hit damage, because there's no point in having a high damage with less of amount of a chance. Okay, so you want to put more crit hit chance so you have more of a chance to hit the higher numbers than what you would normally do. You get me? You get me. All right, so we go into the next perk, which is Critical Spark. 22.1% chance takedowns grant a heroic charge burst for all heroics. All right, the damage I'm putting in and the heroic stuff that I'm getting back over and over and over again, I will be doing a shit ton of takedowns, people. All right, so I'm gonna get a ton of heroic burst back, so I can use my heroic burst, freeze the world, do all that, you know, help out the team with the extra damage, all that. I'm telling you, these perks work hand in hand for me. I hope they work hand in hand for you. All right, now we got the Rampage Spark. Defeating 3 enemies in rapid successions grant another heroic burst. Like I said, look how high my heroics is. Look how high my melee is. If you don't think I'm defeating enemies in quick succession, you crazy. You crazy. Like, I'm getting burst left and right. I'm telling you, the build is nasty. All right, so with this build, oh, whoa, we ain't do this. Of course we gotta do this. We got the major artifacts. All right, I'm running that Tactagon for the simple fact of, let's see, we got the gear perks on here. It's rooted, however you say it, rooted. 11.6% increased damage on enemies affected by any status. Okay, aren't they always frozen? I believe so. That's 11.6 extra damage over the board, on the board. All right, now we got the exploit. 11.6 increased status damage from all attacks. Okay, from all attacks. What does my build do? It attacks while giving status damage. Come on, people, hand in hand. All right, now we got the Quail. All right, press L3 and R3 simultaneously to trigger an explosion that deals exploit damage on enemies affected by any status effect and increases all status damage against any unaffected enemies hit. Bro, this is a status effect god exotic right here, okay? God exotic, and I still gotta upgrade it. I still gotta upgrade this bad boy, you know. But besides that, we gonna go down to the minor artifacts. I'm running the Norn Stone of Preparation here. Is sitting at a $130. We got Might of 34, Proficiency of 33, Resolve of 34. Now the Eagle-Eyed doesn't really do anything really besides additional resources. The Apex Impulse gives me 11.3 increased stun damage from signature attacks. Now the 11.3 stun damage from signature attacks, I think it goes hand in hand with the one that's over here. Oh great, here we go. Alright, boom, right there. Light combo, signature attack stuff right there. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy how this thing goes, and like it just melds. You know, it just melds. All right, so now we're gonna go down here to the red ISO 8. We got a double might on here. All right, 55 and 39, sitting at a $131. The gear perks are ultimate heroic charge, increases charge rate of heroic ultimate by 7.8%. That's hands down perfection right there. We got the dauntless impulse. All right, now this is crazy. All right, because this shit goes, I'm telling you, we got 12.5% increased stun damage. Okay, increased stun damage from sprinting or evade attacks. Now what can I do over here? Oh, where is it? Where's my perfect evade jump off at? Right there. Stun explosions from evading, right? Yeah, so you evade, and then after your evade, you attack with the evade attack. That's an additional 12.5% stun damage. Puh, man, I'm telling you. All right, with that being said, let's go into the skills. All right, at this point in time, all your skills, your primary skills should definitely be unlocked, especially if you're level 50. If your stuff is at 50 and you have anything unlocked, you need to reset your game, restart, call the Crystal Dynamic people or something, get your shit checked. All right, so we ain't even gonna worry about this because this should be completely unlocked already. Period. All these should be open for you. Now we go into the specialty. Now my heroic ability, as y'all can see, it's the Warrior's Fury. Everybody knows this if you play Thor. All right, I selected, and this is Ymir's Wrath. I think that's how you say it. Now the Ymir's Wrath, nearby teammates receive a temporary damage boost of 25% when Warrior's Fury is active. All right, now this when they get hit, all right, that gives them that extra 25% bonus. Helps out the whole team. Put out that work. All right. Here we got enemies defeated while Warrior's Wrath Fury is active. 50% chance to drop a heroic orb. I'm gonna be smacking people in this, so I will be getting my orbs. All right. As many people as I kill, it feels like I'm getting orbs every single time. So that 50% chance is a 50-50 guaranteed. It's awesome to have a 50% chance. But how many people you kill in this build at once, you are going to get orbs left and right. I'm telling you. All right, so we're going over here to the assault ability, which is my God Blast. All right, we're going down here to the selection of the Son of the Elder Gods. Alright, now this God Blast has whirlwinds that inflict 20% more damage and also applies cryo damage to targets caught and whirling in the swirling vortexes. Alright, so this covers a good base, and when they get caught in that, everything slows down. They take ice damage. My Tactagon is on point. Like, if this build feeds and feeds and feeds damage and status effects on you, bro. I'm telling you. All right, so we're gonna go over here to this side, to the God Blast second specialization. Now I'm using the God Blast, inflicts 15% increased normal stun and stun damage against shocked enemies. All right, not 90% of the time, everybody in here is gonna be hit with the lightning. All right, everybody's in here is gonna be getting shocked and all this other shit. So that's an additional 15% damage to my stun stuff. I mean, I could use other stuff, but like the God Blast and Fix 20% increased damage when triggered while overcharged. I'm not always overcharged though, okay? I'm not always overcharged. Or this one, I really don't care too much about this one. It is what it is. That's just my play style. Here we go into the heroic ability, which is summon the Bifrost. Alright, so here we got the first specialization. Of course, it's the Cryo God, right? Alright, so the Bifrost channels the heart of the Jothunium, whatever the hell that is, on impact, creating an icy explosion that deals a massive amount of cryo status damage, slowing any enemies afflicted by the status. Okay, not only does it slows them from being blown through the air and falling back down. Like, this is very effective, and it even works when you're actually doing your attacks, your hammer attacks, your specialization. Slows everything down in front of you, slows everything down around you that's hit and affected by ice in general. That's why I'm really not too worried about the defense, simply because everything around you is slowed up. Nothing's moving as fast as they think they are, you know? Alright, so we go into the second specialization. I am choosing to use, alright, automatically drop in with the Odin Force Overcharge from the Bifrost. Okay, Odin's Blessing of the Realm. So when you drop this on somebody, it already hits them, it freezes them, and then you drop in fully charged Overcharge and the Odin Force, just hammering on everybody. I'm telling you, this build is nasty. Now we're gonna go over to the mastery. We going into melee. I choose increases melee stun damage by 15%. The second area is increases damage from combo finishers by 25. The third slot we have performing a takedown. What? Performing a takedown spawns a heroic orb. Spawns a heroic orb. Okay? So this is a guarantee. Performing takedown spawns heroic orbs. So that pretty much explains why, like, it feels like, you know, I get them every single time, simply because I do. Alright, now we got the ranged. The ranged is hold R2 to charge a tornado throw and cause the hammer to spawn a series of lightning explosions on impact. Disable the ability to pin combatants. Alright, so let me clarify this up. This does not disable the ability to pin combatants with the normal throw. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, don't pick this because you can't pin anything. That's absolute trash. It disables your pin from a power throw, from a charge throw, from when he winds it up to throw it. It disables that pin. But your normal pin, you can still pin your enemies. That's why I picked this. Okay, a lot of people think that it just disables your pin in general. It does not. Okay, it doesn't at all. Now for the second range, of course we got the guard breaker. Like, this is a must because I'm tired of these fools with the shields. It's a must. Alright, so for the third one, we running in with the extended flight. A charge flight. Extended flight generates an electrical charge that is dispersed in an energy explosion on impact. So you flying around and you see a group, as you see there, you drop, blow them mothers away. You heard me? Alright, now we going over here to the intrinsic ability, which is pretty much my Odin Force, you know. Alright, so we going to the first one. Force of Will, dealing damage while an Odin Force is active. Okay, while Odin Force is active. This is what I choose, simply because, I mean, you have to defeat enemies while Odin Force is active to strike them with lightning. Alright, but since my defense is low, like I said, it's only at 914, I want to heal up while my Odin Force is active. Alright, so I'm slapping and healing. Alright, it's hand in hand. Now we go into the next one. Alright, the next one is takedowns. generate 30 points of intrinsic energy for my Odin Force. Okay, so like I said, I'm constantly doing takedowns. I'm constantly building up my Odin Force back and back. I'm getting my orbs for my heroics, and I'm getting my Odin Force back for every takedown I perform. Okay, the third one, we are going here with honed force. Reduces the overall energy cost of using the intrinsic Odin Force ability by 10%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you hold that R2 down to activate your Odin Force, you'll kind of see the difference. Like, it doesn't deplete as fast. All right, so we go into the Overcharge over here. Lightning field. When overcharged, surrounding enemies will be immediately struck by lightning. Okay, period. Everybody around you hit with the lightning. All right, now we got the charge resistance. Increasing damage resistance by 15% when Odin Force is overcharged, which is great. That's that extra defense you need. Got low defense, build defense some other way, you know. And now we got this on the third part of the damage force. All right, the third part of the intrinsic overcharge. I apologize. It's called damage force. Increases all damage by 15% when Odin Force is overcharged. Okay. Now, as much as I do hit, I will have the possibility of having a full overcharged build all the time. Okay. Simply because, like I said, I do have the specialized light attack, okay, that's constant hitting, which is constant building of your overcharge points in general. So all of this melds together. Okay, I'm telling you, it's a nasty build. It's just nasty. Okay, so with that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the build. Yo, I got an extra clip right after this, man. Make sure y'all hit them likes, smash some subscribe buttons for future content, because I got some more coming for y'all. Trust and believe. I'm so hyped. This is my first one. I got way more coming for y'all. All right, well, with that being said, yo, I'm gonna let Thor drop the hammer, and I definitely will catch you guys next time. It's your boy Twisted Heat, man. I'm out. Peace.
He must be defeated.